You have been given a gift by God. Maybe you just don't know how to use it. And I'm not trying to attack you in any way. I felt the exact same way. I feel like I had been given all these talents or all these random skills, and sometimes I ask myself, what in the world am I supposed to use this for? When I got into the book of Exodus, it actually started to make a lot more sense for me. So in the book of Exodus, pretty much, there's this guy named Moses that was chosen by God to completely relieve the Israelites from their slavery of 400 years. Now, if I was Moses, I'd probably freak out and be like, all right, you got the wrong person. And that's exactly what he did. He was questioning God, saying, what are you talking about? Why are you picking me of all people? I'm probably the last person that you need to be able to free these people from slavery. And so God was like, all right, bet. What is that in your hand? He had a shepherd's staff. God said, throw it on the ground. He threw it on the ground, and a snake formed out of the staff. And so he jumped back, and he was like, what? And then God said, pick it up from its tail. He picks it up, and it became a staff again. And he said, okay, well, is there any other sign that I can use to prove it? He said, put your hand in your cloak. He puts his hand, takes it out, and it's a burning skin condition. He puts it back in, takes it out, and it's completely healed. And then God said, if people still don't believe you, go to the Nile River, pick up the water, drop it on the ground, and it's going to become blood. Then he sent him on to his mission to go against the Pharaoh and show the Egyptians that the one true God was on their side, and then they were able to escape. Now, my question was, what was the point of these gifts? Why couldn't God have just done it himself? But he decided to use him because he was an extension of him, and he wanted to use him to show people that it doesn't matter who you may think you are. If you are a child of God, you can do anything and everything that you choose to do through him. The other thing that I also realized was these gifts. These gifts he already had. He already had a shepherd's staff. He already had this cloak, and the Nile River was already a resource that was under his possession. So what was the difference in it now? Like, why did everything change? The reason why is because God finally showed him when he let him take control, he could do miraculous things. Because this shepherd's staff, he didn't just, like, he could throw it down all the time. I guarantee you he leaned it against stuff and threw whatever, and I guarantee you it did not turn into a snake until God said to do it. And the crazy thing was Moses listened to the instructions that God gave to him, and when he did his instructions, the miracles happened. So here's the thing. Every one of you watching this has a gift, whether that is sports, whether that is Photoshop, whether that's being a musician, being in music, being an actor, dancing, whether that's, I don't know, doing reviews. It literally does not matter what your gift is, whether it's racing. It does not matter what your gift is. God gave you this gift, these passions and desires, whether you think you're good or not, for a specific reason. And the reason why is to use you in that specific community that can be a niche community in order to plant more seeds to grow his kingdom. That's why you have those gifts. And that's something that was so hard for me to understand. I had so many random, I'm a huge side quest person. I have all these random gifts. Like I play baseball. I love making music. I love making short films. I love editing. I love dancing. I love all these random things, and I always wondered, why do I have these abilities? And I finally realized it's because God gave it to me in order to reach into these communities, to continue planting seeds, even in the most niche communities. If you ever question yourself, why am I here? Why am I doing these things? God put you there for a reason, to do miraculous things that you probably never would have even realized you could have done if it weren't for him. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday morning. God bless. Welcome to Salt Club.